Hi Elasticsearch fans! At current lecture we will try to upgrade our project with using Elasticsearch 8 but with enabled security options. Let's try to verify all changes by using pull request option. So here first of all we have our environment files, as you remember it from Docker in Elasticsearch lectures, where we defined our stack version, password, cluster and port values. Next we have according changes at Docker compose YAML, and that is all you already familiar with. So here I commented the options with disabled security xpack, and here we are adding our setup to generate certificates, the same as I'm adding our Elasticsearch instance, but now with all security options to be enabled. And you already know it. If not, please return to the videos where we are talking about how to deploy Elasticsearch 8 standalone instance with using security options to be enabled. So next, and the main part of our logic and changes are concentrated here, Elasticsearch client config file. So here I had to add a lot of different imports, and in case of client, we have to add our with basic authorization method to provide our user and password to it. But the most essential and interesting part here is using SSL. So we have to create a code in SSL context. And here I spend a lot of time to create it properly from my point of view. So first of all, I'm providing additional string here, and it is certificate based 46 string, and in our case it would be encoded certificate, as I decided that it simply should be at application properties in order we could pass it correctly during deployment. So when I'm taking a coding string at SSL context method and I'm decoding it accordingly, then I'm using certificate factory to generate certificate by itself, and then we have some additional magic with key store and TMF algorithm using a coding factory. And finally, in the end, it is possible to create a coding SSL context, which is we are returning and which is used by client here at that part, and that allows us to connect to our Elasticsearch instance using both certificate and authorization credentials. And finally, here at application properties you have a coding string. I even left here some base 46 encoded certificate as an example for your learning purposes. And despite it looks like as easy peasy upgrade, believe me, I spent not 1 hour dealing with it. So I'm implying to all lazy guys who still did not leave any opinion, please leave some positive feedback, as it is extremely important for me as instructor. Nothing brings so much pleasure as positive opinions from students. It motivates to continue provide course support and upgrades. Anyway, thank you for being with me all the time, and thank you for your attention. Hope you liked Java upgrade lectures.